Good morning everybody, good night and welcome back to my channel. Today we're making plum jam. So we've got all these lovely different types of plums, Eric, and I'm making jam out of them. You can use the chopping board to chop them up, but I've just been doing it this way, which I think it's easier. So you just get your plum and you just keep cutting all different directions like so, twisting your plum as you go along and making cuts, and then you just slice them and they're already in cubes. So I've been doing it, cutting them this way. Some people don't put the pips in. I am going to be putting my pips in. You can either leave them out or put them in. You can sieve it out later if you want, but I think as you're mixing it up, you're coming across them anyway, so I find that easy. So this is what I'll be doing. I'm just going to continue finishing off the plums, and then I'll come back to you. And it's only 3 ingredients: plums, sugar, and half a lemon. That's all we need. Come back to you once I've finished doing them all. Okay, now we've cut up all our plums, washed and cut up. I've got about 2 kilos of plums there. What I want to do is bring that to boil and then turn it down and cook it for about 10-15 minutes before I do anything else. So once it starts to boil, then I'll turn it down and cook it for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'll come back to you. Sorry, I forgot to say, add a glass of water into it. Okay. And now it's coming to boil. We're just going to need to simmer it down a bit for about 10-15 minutes. Hi guys, this has been on there for 10 minutes. Just once it became up to boil, you just turn it down and simmer it. If you can see, these big pieces are the pips inside, so you are quite easily be able to take them all out, or I mean I would just go like that and take them out with a spoon, or you could sieve it at this stage, or you could just leave your pips out altogether. Now if they're too small, the pips, then you know, don't put them. Some of them are really tiny, so I left these out as well. So at this stage now, I'm not going to take the pips out now. I'll be taking them as I mix it up. I'll just leave them in there for now. What I've done is I've squeezed half the lemon juice, so that lemon juice goes in it now. And this should be about 5 glasses of sugar. I'm just going to measure that up and put it in. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, well, about 4.5 for 5 glasses, depending on what your glasses are. So it's like 1 litre of sugar. All in there. Mix it all up. Keep an eye on it. Just mix it all up nice. Look at that lovely colour. As you're mixing it up, as the sugar dissolves, then you can start taking your pips out. And we're just going to carry on simmering that away until our jam is done. Okay. Keep stirring, don't let it burn. Keep an eye on it and carry on doing this. I forgot to mention, if you want, just put a small plate in the freezer, and we're going to use that for testing your jam afterwards. That's one way of testing it. Okay, I'll stick that in the freezer now. Okay guys, it's now been on 5 more minutes since we put the sugar in. As you can see, it's starting to bring up the froth. the sugar's all melted. I've been stirring it up. And now when it starts to bring the froth, what you want to do is you just want to bring those frothed into the middle like so. And then you just want to pick that frothed up. I still haven't taken, I've still not taken any of the pips out yet. So with the froth, all you do is just bring it to the middle like so and keep taking it out. So that's it, continue cooking it and taking that froth off. Like I said, bring it to the middle like so. And then just pick it up. So we'll continue, keep an eye on it, keep doing that. It's been further 5 more minutes. All I've been doing is stirring it and picking up the froth. And I've also tasted it. I've just sort of like giving it a taste. Now to me it's not sweet enough, so I'm going to add more sugar. It's always best to add more sugar than obviously if it's too sweet. If it's not sweet enough, you can always sweeten it up, as long as once you put the sugar you're still continuing to cooking it and dissolving it properly for another like 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, depending how much sugar you put in. And also so I'm just going to add 2 more glasses of sugar, but see, once you have all the froth and that out the way, then you'll be able to pick up your pips as well, like so, because they do come to the surface and they're quite visible. So once you continue doing it and then just taking off the seeds out as well, like so. Okay, so first of all I'm going to, like I said, it's not sweet enough, so I'm going to be adding 2 more glasses of sugar. You can always add sugar, but you can't take it away. The only thing you can do if it was too sweet, I suppose, is put more lemon into it. But keep stirring it up, tasting it, and then decide. So never put too much at the beginning. So I'm going to carry on taking my pips out now and taking the froth off, and then I'll come back to you. Evet arkadaşlar, reçelimiz hazır. Bunu böyle dolaba koydum, tabağa aldım. Sorry. Our jam is ready now. I've got the plates that we put in the freezer. I'm just going to put a drop in it. When you got your spoon out and you hold it up, and it starts dripping into back in, as you can see, the drops starts to get longer. Takes time. It's slower motion before they drop. That tells you that it's been done. It's ready. It's been on in total 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's all done. I've taken all the pips out. When you put it on your plate and you go around like that, it's not really runny. Just give it a minute and then run your finger through it. I'm going to turn this off now. And then you just run your finger through it. It's not long enough. I've also tasted it and it needed more sugar. Okay, you might want to do it a bit longer. So let's just do it for another 5 minutes before I do it. I should have tested this before. But I have added 10 glasses of sugar in total. I'll just cook it on for another 5 minutes or so. To me it's done. But on the plate test, it says it needs a bit more. So I'll give it another 5 minutes. Okay guys, I've carried on letting it on for another about just 10 minutes now. In total now we've had it on there in total hour and a half. It's been on an hour and a half. I've got 2 kilos of plums. Let me get the plate. I did stick another plate in, but I don't know if it's cold enough. Seems to be okay. So if I do another drop, see, I think you're supposed to leave it a bit longer than what I did, so I'll leave that for a minute. So we've got 2 kilos of plums, washed, cut. I put in the pips, and then I've taken the pips out. They do come to the top, so I've actually taken all the froth and all the pips out. We started off with 5 glasses of water and then discovered that that wasn't enough, so I added another 2, and then I added another 2, and then onion. In total I've got 10 glasses of sugar in this. So the whole idea is that when you're doing this, it's not really running, but I would say leave it for about a minute at least, 2 minutes before you can tell. The other way is, like I said, when you take your spoon out and you can see the drops dropping, eventually those drops start going really slow and drag itself down, and like the last drop there is sort of like hangs in there before it falls back out. To me that's good enough. So like I said, when you do that, the whole idea that it is, and then just again, let's try again. Well, yes, there's a gap now. I'm quite happy with it, so I'm going to turn it off. I've had my jars washed and covered up with hot boiling water, and also the lids as well. Now I'm just going to spoon these out into a glass jug. You can use a funnel if you like. Look at that lovely jam. It's a nice plum jam. So, and then what you do is you, obviously these have gone a bit cold now, but you empty your hot water out. And then pour, oops, pour them into your jam jars and put the lids on and turn it upside down. I don't know, I had a warning sign coming up there, so I'm not sure if this is recording. Well, that's all my jams. I've got 3 large jars and 2 small jars, and also one that's going to be ready for us to eat for breakfast. So lovely plum, oh, it's hot, plum jam. Give it a go. Hope you try it. If you do like it, thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more recipes. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye now.